all summer, my work on Pearl has been plagued by extreme heat. Hottest summer on record. And it's really hard for me to get out here and do some work on her. For the last week or so, the problem has been too much rain. Pearl has water on her top again. So I've got to let that dry before I do anything. I've got at least another day of just standing here waiting on the water to dry. So remember last week when I took the blue tarp off the top of Pearl and said I was going to let her dry out for a day before I put the new tarp on? Well, it rained that next morning, and I think it's rained every day since then, including this morning. They're finally saying it might quit, but the problem is Pearl has water on her top again. So I've got to let that dry before I do anything. So it looks like I've got at least another day of just standing here waiting on the water to dry, and then maybe we can get that brand new tarp on top of Pearl. I'm not saying anything positive at this point though. We'll just wait and see. In the meantime, here on the inside, surprisingly, she's not too terribly wet. This is largely because, just as a precaution, I put the wading tub down beneath the air conditioner vent. And you probably can't really tell, but that tub is not quite half full. It's got probably 3 or 4 inches of water in it. So yeah, it rained and she leaked, but with absolutely nothing on top, she didn't leak as badly as I thought she might. Let's hope we can get that tarp on tomorrow. So, next day, and checking the roof here, there's still water. I could soak it up, sweep it off, do several things to get rid of the standing water, but the roof would still be wet. And until I get a completely dry roof, I do not want to put a tarp in place. The good news is, the only spot we have standing water is right here at the back. The rest of the roof is dry. So, we'll give it one more day. See if we get rid of this standing water, let it dry out good, and then we'll get this tarp on. So we've actually gone about 36 hours now without any rain, and it's supposed to be dry for the next few days with some really nice temperatures. I'm about to go back up on the roof and see if it's dry, because I would really like to tarp that top. I don't see any standing water. The entire roof is dry. It looks dry. It feels dry to the touch. Looks like we're finally ready to put this tarp on. Finally. So that's got the tarp in place. About 1.5 to 2 feet overhang on each side, and about a foot or so on the front and the back, which is just about what I had assumed it would do. So that's all cool. Now we just have to fasten it in place. Now, I have to admit that the one thing I did not get was some proper tie-down material. I eventually would like to get some elastic straps that will hold this nice and firm and taut all the way around. It's going to take some of varying lengths, obviously, and a little bit of ingenuity, but I think we can do it. In the meantime, what I have on hand is an assortment of nylon and perhaps some other mysterious substance roping that is going to work until I can get those elastic straps. So it's going to be a multicolored project. Let's get started. So that's got the 4 corners of the tarp taken care of. Doesn't have the sides tied down, and they need to at least be secured in the middle, preferably at least 2 points, maybe even all 3 points along the side before all is said and done. But I just don't have the string material to do that today, so we're going to go with the 4 corners for now. I'll pick up some more material, maybe even some of the elastic type strapping that I can use to get this all done properly. And like I believe I said earlier, it's supposed to be several days now before we get any more rain. But then again, they said that before, and it just kept raining day after day after day, as you saw in the beginning of this video. So we're getting into late summer, almost fall. Anything can happen with the weather. At least, even though I've worked up a little bit of a sweat, it is so much cooler out here. Nice breeze blowing, beautiful blue sky. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this evening, and I hope you do too. That's going to be it for this week. If you'll check down below, you'll see links to buy me a coffee. You can help me buy some more string, if nothing else. Also, link to themtandme.com, the address of our Facebook page, and lots of other neat information too. I hope you'll leave your comments and suggestions on this video and any of them that we have done here on the MT and Me. Join us every week, and we'll do some more work on Pearl. Until the next time around, I love you, my nomies. Get the weapon out of my hand. I love you, my nomies. See? Open palms, open palms. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. I'm Russ. And of course, we'll talk later.